Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Robotron 64, a game where we actually have to destroy a whole bunch of robots. All divided over 200 waves, and we are pretty far in it already. We've done the first 120 of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if we're not even halfway in this Let's Play yet, because stages are of course getting longer, robots are of course getting stronger. Starting with this stage as well, because it's the first one where the Quark 3 will actually appear. Those are actually the red UFO kind of things. They drop green looking tanks, the Tank 3, and those actually use homing missiles. Very annoying to deal with. Luckily, easily visible on the map, so it's a bit difficult to get surprised by them, but they are definitely by far the strongest type of tank we've seen so far. I'm going to assume we'll be meeting more of these. Not per se in this stage, but from this point on we'll be seeing them a lot more. Including the Spheroid 3 and the Grunt 3. Everything comes in threes now. Reinforcers I'm not really happy with. Go away please. It is nice that you group together, because that way you're easier to deal with. Okay, those were the enforcers. Reaching 150 extra lives. And then to think that a few years ago I actually game overed around these parts. Nowadays, we are actually a lot better. Goodbye. We are done here. Stop that. 124. First thing we want to do in the B maze is of course make sure as many of the electrodes are destroyed. We don't have to deal with them. At least not as much. Okay, is this all you're giving me, game? Just a couple of spheroids. Okay, that was an easy stage. Now, can we handle the Quarks? There's also brains here, by the way. Oh, and a lot of dads. Oh, ow. In my rush to catch a lot of dads, I got run over by the brains. Yeah, I did warn you guys. The brains are fast. The slug brains. Well, so far we're only getting Quark 2. Compared to the third variant, it's of course way too easy. Also not happy about the fact that the brains apparently come in pairs of 2. And not more. That way it's not per se very dangerous, and also not per se going very fast. This way it will actually take a long time to take them all out. Still not done yet. Come on. Right, there we go. 126. The doctor is in. Oh, did somebody order a doctor? I think with all this violence going on, it's definitely necessary. Okay, here comes the rest. I was already thinking this is once again way too easy. Ring. First time I actually got run over by one of the Spheroids, I think. I did get killed by the Enforcer 3s already, but not the Spheroid 3. Actually directly running over me. Ouch! I was pushed too far to the left. That resulted in death. Death by Electrode. Looks like we're done with all of the extra robots. Now only the Grunts remain. Actually running around in circles is a bit more difficult in a stage like this because of all the stupid beams going on. We've already seen what happens if you get pushed too far to the edge on a stage like this. 127. Boxed in. Boxed in by electrodes. Quarks. Once again, only the second variant. Oh, correction. Here comes number 3. Let's get rid of you quickly, because otherwise there's going to be death by homing missiles. Oh. Thank you, shield. Oh, come on. Way too many of you. It's only the second stage that you guys actually appear in the first place. And already we're getting bombarded by them. And you are the final one, Mr. Tank. There we go. Missile still hitting me. Within the animation of the end of the stage, that does not matter. Let's just do 128. Hi there, Mr. Ring. Goodbye. Nope, still able to form one enforcer. There's a couple of the mine layers here. With all of the beam electrodes on the stage, it is not per se a good thing. It's going to make maneuvering around the stage a lot more difficult. Luckily, most of the Robotrons were also able to clean them up. I still got ambushed. I was indeed boxed in. And this is not even the stage where I was supposed to be boxed in. That was the previous one. No. Oh, stupid electrodes in the way. Let's clean them up. Hate these things. Luckily it's 128, so only one more stage after this. And we can kiss the beam maze goodbye forever. Hopefully. Bit lose lives in this stage. 129 is Lightning Strikes. The final stage in the beam maze. We have Spheroids, Grunts. Nothing too spectacular. Make sure not too many of the green enforcers appear. Get these rings quickly. Oh, there's way too many mine layers. I've left the Spheroid 2 alone for too long. Double firepower. But that way I'm actually daring enough to go to the middle. Of course, staying on the edge is not really that helpful whenever you're shooting at the two directions. These mines are still in the way. The number of mines are giving away how many mine layers were going around at some point. Way too many. Luckily, I am able to still maneuver around them. Awesome. Another venue complete. Now we're returning to the Electrode Forest. A stage where the huge electrodes actually appear. They take a lot of hits to take out. On this first one we're dealing with brains 3 and 4. First time we're actually combining these two. The big guys take a lot of hits. And the small guys that are really fast. Plenty of brainwaves going around, so be careful. So, all of the electrodes are taken care of. What are you calling an electrode forest? All of the electrodes are gone already. Come on. Stage should be easy, it's only brains. We've already come to the conclusion when it's only brains, that those stages are actually pretty easy. Even with the big guys. Goodbye. We are done. 131. Army of Deads. Oh, this is promising for my life count. Ooh, there's a lot of them indeed. Let's get all of them. No, stupid Hulk. That guy's mine. Ow. 155. Still gaining lives. And the Army of Deads seems to be gone. I am pretty sure there were stages where we've actually seen more of these guys, so... All thought was not too spectacular, I guess. Still, it was good for my life count. 156. Even though the stage count is crawling closer, my life count is still higher than the stage count. It has been ever since the beginning of the game. Still holding strong. Can you survive? Well, with more than 150 lives, I hope so. Almost reaching the point where I game over it for the first time. The first time I actually intended to beat insane difficulty. I can actually remember precisely the moment where I game over it back then. For some reason, I've always remembered the stage name and the stage count. Still not at that point yet, but this is almost where we are. The very first time I attempted this years and years ago. It was actually not successful the first time. It was not nearly as good in this game as I am now. Not afraid to admit it. Nowadays it's going way better. Not even close to game overing. Over 150 extra lives. Even closing in on 160. If you actually make sure not to bump into these hulks. Unlike some of the hulks, these ones actually keep on moving all directions, and therefore they're not grouping together. And in that situation, the high number of hulks can get really annoying. Oh, come on! That was just me losing focus. It's only 3 grunts at the same time, come on. I should be ashamed that I died over there. And trust me, I am. That was not a good showing. It'd be nice if the stage actually ends at some point. The challenge is interesting. Just a handful of grunts and a lot of... Oh, speaking of grunts, magic grunt. Only a handful of grunts and a lot of hulks. At some point even that is getting old. Now, 133. Time for us to find out if we are able to survive. We are not. Another stage where we actually die. It's been a long time since we've actually had the regular grunt stage. Not one of the special ones that actually only contain quarks or grains. If you don't count those stages, I'm pretty sure it's been a long time since I actually did one without dying. The grunt stages are definitely by far the most difficult ones. Oh, and I picked up the shield in the meantime. Didn't even realize that. Hopefully we're going to keep it at 1 death in this stage. Oh, got hit. You can actually hear that. You will hear a special sound effect the moment your shield gets hit. I'm pretty sure you've got 5 hits before your shield disappears again. And there was another one. Thank you for the shield game. I indeed wouldn't have survived this stage otherwise. These guys are way too fast for me. Jetpack grunts I can still actually take care of, but the other guys that I actually need to hit twice, those are able to actually get me. Only the shield is keeping me alive. Looks like the 3rd type of grunt has run out. Now only the 2nd type remaining. Of course, by far the robot we see the most in this game, the Grunt 2. If you would make a total count of the number of Robotrons that we destroy in this game, I'm pretty sure this Grunt 2 actually takes the crown. Perhaps even double the amount of the 2nd place robot. 134. Total assault. More Grunt 2. Of course. Couple of Spheroids. Make sure to get the human family in the meantime. Oh, I see a gas gun. Could grab that. That's of course still able to defeat the Grunt 3 in 1 hit. Oh, Spheroid hell. Still gaining lives, 158. All of these high level robots is doing wonders for my level, and I picked up another gas gun. Actually spawned inside of me, I think. Did not even see it. Right, halfway through the Electrode maze. 135, watch out. It's going to be a brain stage, of course. Slug brains, probably. Oh, and even a big guy. That's called the Brains 3 Big Guy. Nice little nickname for them. The Big Guy. Oh, Mikey. Why are you getting reprogrammed? You should be running away from these guys. You should be running towards me. Looks like we've done most of it. Oh, come on. If I get cornered, I can actually understand dying, but this was just walking into a single grunt. That just feels unnecessary. I tried to shoot them, it was apparently too late switching direction. Therefore, did not shoot upwards, so I got hit. Actually dropping down to 160 again. I was all happy I reached the landmark 160. There we go. After killing a lot of high-level brains, we get enough score for the next attempt at 160 extra lives. Now only the slugs remain. Which I still think is a funny type of robot. Just a brain and nothing more. All of the other brains robots were also equipped with a body. And the final type of brains is just a brain. No more body. It's interesting how they actually designed them that way. Now, we're going to get terminated by Grunts. And in the meantime, we're also going to get introduced to a new type of Hulk. The first appearance of the final evolution of the Hulk 4. Which is the grass mower Hulk. These guys are really fast, by the way, so be careful for them. Definitely by far the most annoying type of Hulk to deal with, because of them moving so fast. And usually also erratically, just like the Hulk 2. And I got run over by a UFO, thank you. These guys are way too fast for me. Not just the Hulks, but also the tanks, the Spheroids, the Quarks. The speed's killing me. Get rid of the tanks and the enforcers. Then we can focus on the grunts. Like every stage will actually go. First take care of the other robots, and then only the grunts remain. And if you're lucky, it's an easy type of grunts, like these ones. Now with the introduction of the Hulk 4, we're only missing a handful of robots we have not seen yet. Only the Spheroids and the Quarks actually have the 4th variant to appear. We've seen the Grunt 4 already, once in level 100. It was only a handful, but officially we did see them already. We're not at the point yet where the game is actually going to give them as standard enemies. Quarks, Spheroids, only easy variants of them. Although there's quite a lot of them, so it's not per se easy. Whoa! It's getting crowded in here. Go away. It is interesting how the Quarks and the Spheroids are both spawning enemies. Yet whenever we die, only the Quarks reappear on the stage. The enforcers that actually got spawned return to the Spheroids they came from. That's interesting. Maybe it's because of the fact that the Spheroids, of course, also disappear after spawning a couple of enforcers. The Quarks will stay around forever, if you leave them alone. They're able to actually indefinitely spawn tanks. The Spheroids do work a bit differently, of course. Oh. Every single time you think, oh, this is an easy stage, not a whole lot of grunts. And suddenly another wave of them appears all at once. Oh, this is going to be difficult to actually deal with. Because of so many at the same time appearing. It is of course not going to end very well. It's usually their high numbers that makes it so difficult to avoid being cornered by them. Especially if the third type appears. It requires so many hits. Hard to actually stay away from them. Oh, it's not going to end well. How did I get out of there alive? Help! No! Oh, it's impossible to stay alive with these guys. And it's not even the worst ones yet. It's not a secret, because we have seen them already in level 100. So I don't have to keep it a secret. There is going to be an even more difficult grunt to deal with. So far, we're not getting those quite yet. We are getting Spheroid Destruction. The final stage of the Electrode Forest, part 2. This is going to be not per se that difficult, I guess. I don't see a whole lot of spheroids. But one of them is enough to kill me. One spheroid can spawn one enforcer, and that can be enough to actually run over you. Oh, way too many of them. Still one ring left down there. Goodbye. Now it's only grunts. Now it's me and the grunts. And my running shoes. Looks like they're going to be necessary because we're not done yet. Having a hard time staying over 160 lives. Death is definitely starting to become more frequent now. Starting to see a clear apex in the difficulty curve. And no, we have not reached the summit yet. Wait for this final one to actually come down to Earth again. Having a hard time actually pinpointing where I am because of being directly above me. And of course more of them appear. What was I thinking? Thinking I was done? Of course not. But I do really love it in the moment grunts are directly above you. So not being able to pinpoint precisely how to follow you. Come on. It's getting old now. Only 5 of them. Oh, they're of course able to lift off, and therefore this is going to take even longer. Well, at least we can actually enjoy the grunts trying to home in on me again while hovering above me. And then suddenly a couple of quarks appear. Strange stage. Let's hope the bonus is not going to be as strange. Destroy them. Oh, this arena looks dark and gloomy. Another Weeble stage. Apparently this is going to be the only type of bonus we meet in the second half of the game. Yeah, it's exactly the same one again. That does give me the chance to increase my score. We did pretty terribly in the last one. With only 64% hit. Now, luckily you cannot die in a bonus stage. And yeah. Did miss a couple, but did hit most of them. Oh, I thought they were going to come from the right. Still able to hit them somehow. Final stream. Missed pretty much all of them. We got 70. That was better than last time. 72%. And we're moving on to level 140. No escape. Hello. 4, range 3. I need my flamethrower. Awesome. Oh, Spheroids. Did not even see you. Help. You appeared out of the blue. That was number 1. Alright, level 141. Caged Spheroids. When are we going to meet the... Oh. I was about to ask when are we going to meet the Spheroid 4, and at that point the Grunt 4 actually decides to show up. For the first time in a regular stage. Even more annoying to take care of. One thing is the same, they still require 2 hits, just like the Grunt 3. Only these guys actually have 2 more annoying traits. First of all, they are a bit less visible because of their being X-ray grunts. Therefore it's a bit more difficult to see them. But more importantly, they actually have a higher top speed than the Grunt 1, 2 and 3 actually have. The moment these guys actually reach their top speed, they're definitely not able to keep up with. Luckily the game actually makes it easy for us now. It only gives us 6 at a time. Or 5 at a time. Not a whole lot anyway. And that way we get an easy, simple introduction to these guys. But anyway, almost lost track of time. But looking at my timer I see we've passed 20 minutes a pretty long time ago, so let's go leave it with this. Next time we're going to be continuing in the 140s range of the levels. See you folks next time. And let's hope the Robotrons don't become too strong so we can reach the end. Thank you for watching and Treecks out.